Hello everybody, what is going on? I am AkumaNexus, bringing you guys here a My Hero Academia, Boku no Hero Academia, episode 8 in review here today, guys. If you didn't go watch the episode, I urge you all to go watch the episode. I literally just finished it now as I'm recording it. Kind of rare that I'm getting a day up, day one. At the current moment, kind of rare, but I stayed up for it. Not really for it, I just kind of stayed up, so I figured why not watch it. So of course, guys, if you're enjoying the review and if you enjoyed the episode, make sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you already haven't, leave your feedback in the comments down below, but let's get with it. So, in the beginning of this episode, you get to see the aftermath of what happened after the match. They just kind of do a recap as well, where they show that Deku's arm is completely torn apart and tattered. It's just cut up after the aftermath of him using One for All, and he kept telling, Bakugo, which Bakugo didn't seem to understand. He kept telling him that the only reason why he avoided using it is not because he underestimated, or not because he thought that he was weak, but because of the fact that he couldn't control it. Which we all know that low key, one punch would literally blow Bakugo's brains out. His body would literally split open. So us as viewers know that there's also more reasons to it why he didn't use it. And I think also the writer knows himself as well that obviously there's a childhood friend who would have been blown to smithereens, and they wanted to show as well that the childhood friend, that he surpassed the childhood friend, the one that would constantly tease and make fun of him and just completely bully him as he gained his quirk and made fun of him since he didn't have a quirk and bullied him throughout all high school. He pointed it out very clearly that he passed him. He's now lesser than him and he passed him. And I think that's what the writer wanted us to know as well, is that he definitely passed him, but at the same time, he's still going to be, a good friend of his. That's just how I see it. I don't know if you guys will see it as well, but I think the writer did a really good job at portraying that, since we can clearly see that, yes, Deku has passed him. He's predicted every single move that Bakugo did. He's read everything. He was completely and utterly defeated. And Bakugo was even aware of that. He was just shocked and in silence because he knew that he was utterly defeated. It was not a defeat. It was utterly defeated. Like, he did nothing. He almost everything that he did, he only got damage off of Deku because Deku had no other choice and allowed it to happen, because Bakugo is so explosive. His power is just so explosive that he just had to take the hit. There's no way that he could have gone unscathed. But at the same time too, you gotta understand that Bakugo is strong, but Deku read every little thing that he wanted to do. So Bakugo was getting judged by everybody, and this is a moment of truth. It's the pure aftermath of what I was waiting for, to see what everybody else would think of it. And this should have all told to his face. I was like, damn. They all told him like, oh, that was so stupid. Oh, you're so dumb, dude. You should have had some personal vendetta with him. I always forget the word for it. Personal hate against him, something of a grudge. So he did it based off of emotions, and he was being way too reckless, and it's so stupid. It's not a part of the mission. You utterly failed the mission, and you utterly got read and destroyed, is what they all said. We revealed the Ice Guy as well, and he is one of my favorite characters. It's Sue, the Ice Guy, Deku, Ochaka. Ochaka's so bad, but I'm telling you, dude, Ice Guy came into play. Oh my god, dude. He really showed everybody that he is one of the strongest contenders outside of all the heroes inside of his classroom. He just easily went up into the exam. He froze the entire building and froze the people themselves, and then just said, oh, I know that you don't want to fight me because your skin will peel off from your feet. Do you really want to go through that? So they got too scared and they didn't deal with through it, and then he easily obtained the mission. He easily passed the mission with ease, dude, with ease. Oh my god, he's so strong, dude. He is so strong, man. He is so awesome. So then he heats everything off. I like his quirk the most. I think he has one of my favorite quirks, my favorite quirk is actually what's his face? I can't remember his name, but he's the electric guy who shows up as Ochaka trying to make moves on her. That is one of my favorite quirks. I love electricity. Electricity is one of my favorite abilities, favorite powers. If I could have a quirk, yes, I'd have electricity, because you can be fast, you can fly with it, you can teleport instantly. Electricity, so you can take the power of nature as well, conductivity, with the lightning up in the sky. I'm telling you, easy. It's a very powerful technique. That's why I like it. I like it so much, right? But I like how they really showed too. We got to see a huge glimpse of the ice and hot guy. I can never remember his name. I don't know why. I can never remember his name. But we got to see a massive glimpse of him today, and he really showed off and shined. I absolutely love that. His name is actually Shoto and Todoroki, and he was actually one of the characters that was recommended to be the schools they're inside of, as well as what's her face? I can't remember her face either. There was another chick that also played kind of an important role, Momo Yaoyorozu. I looked it up if you heard me typing, and she also was recommended. She's very smart, very tactical. She knows what she's doing, and then Shoto was just very powerful. You know, he's stupid powerful, and I don't know what else you want me to say. He's just very powerful. He's a very powerful character. We got to see that today. He literally finished his exam with ease. But what I like the most is the aftermath is what I was waiting for. Also take note as well that when they're inside of the hospital room for the nurse's office, he really pointed out, All Might pointed out that no one should ever know about One for All. It has to be a secret, because if they knew about the ability, then they could attempt to try and take it. Like, you ever thought about that? That they could just like cut off a strand of his hair and then like eat it. So he really made clear that no one should know about it, because then the symbol for peace would then be over them, because I guess it would look kind of dumb that he had borrowed power. So the symbol for peace would be gone. He's a symbol for peace, and all for heroes, and all the villains then would just act out and go crazy. So it's literally for peace at this point. It is literally for peace. So he is keeping it quiet and keeping it a low key. Only the nurse knows, some close friends, the principal, and Deku. Those are the only people that know. And obviously the people before him that had One for All, which obviously, if you didn't know, All Might is not the original One for All contender. He got it from somebody else as well. So yeah, he's not the first generation of it. He got it from somebody else as well. But he also made it clear as well. She pointed out, and I like that she pointed out as well, you really have to be worried about your student. And I understand that you don't want anybody else to know about the One for All ability, but you also have to understand that he cannot control the One for All ability. He's here every single day. Like, you can't just favorite him. And I was like, this is good points. He has to know as well, and he does know now. He knows now. I'm glad he didn't stop the fight, though. I'm actually really glad he didn't stop the fight. But more along towards the end, though, the final aftermath between Deku and Bakugo finally ends up here, though, where they finally meet at the end. He talks to him. He tells him. He actually told him the truth, straight up. But I was in fear at first. When I first read this manga chapter, I was in fear. I was like, you're stupid. Why would you tell him this? That's why my reaction is more calm now, because I knew this was going to happen. But he's so stupid, because I was just like, yo, why would you tell him this? But he didn't tell him who he got the power from, which is good. And he didn't say what the power was called. He just said he has borrowed power and he got it from someone, but he's not going to say who, and he was very serious about it. Thank God, Deku, thank God, because you can't do that, bro, you're screwed. But he straight up told him that, and even then, I was like, you shouldn't tell him this, because it's gonna make him look even more dumb now. Oh, he lost a power that wasn't even originally yours, and he can't even control. So, after he was going all out. So, kind of makes him look even more foolish now, you know? Kind of makes him look even more foolish now, but Bakugo, oh, Bakugo. And then along towards the end as well, they actually introduced the villains, which take note, yes, these villains play a role. They're in the opening and everything, and I'm guessing this is probably going to be stopping at the festival, and they definitely play a role there. I'm just letting you know that, and you can see they're also in the opening as well, so you know the villains, the important villains, not just random people, important villains. And they found out now that All Might is a teacher at UA, and now they want to go see him. So I guess we'll see him next time, because the next time cutscene, everybody was kind of boarded up on the school. I think they do it next time. I don't know. But that's really going to be it though for this anime review. You guys let me know what you thought about it. Yet again, anime ceases to disappoint me. They're keeping true to the manga, and that is the most important thing, is staying true to the manga. Because if you stay true to the manga, you won't end up being like Tokyo Ghoul or Akame ga Kill, you know, where you have great storyline, great plot, the anime itself is amazing, but then they don't follow the manga and it ends up going stupidly downhill, and everybody just hates it and calls it trash. So shout out to you, Studio Bones, for the beautiful animation. But that's going to be it though for this review. If you enjoyed, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you already haven't, and with that being said, I'll catch you guys next time.